Okay, so another little bit of news footage that caught my attention today was Andrew Bogut. Apparently, he did a silly, what he thought was a comical tweet about Sun Yang, the accused drug cheat from China, and he just got totally trolled for like months and months, and was personal, like death threats, everything against his family. So I thought I'd report on it because it's just so out there. And let's have a little look at it, and we'll do some investigating what actually went on.
Australian basketballer Andrew Bogut is opening up about receiving death threats after joking about an accused Chinese drug cheat. The Sydney Kings star was attacked on social media after tweeting about swimmer Sun Yang, who allegedly smashed vials of his own blood to avoid drug tests. Mr. Bogut says his tweet led to threats against him and his family.
Okay, so the story is fairly well known. They're actually reporting it wrong. What actually happened was that Sun Yang, I think it was out of competition test in China, I believe. I'm not too sure. But the wrong people turned up apparently. Like anyway, there was a flaw in the testing, and he actually rang up. I think he rang up someone and asked for some advice, what to do because they didn't have the right paperwork and everything. So he actually got the go-ahead from somebody to smash the vials because you don't want, if the wrong paperwork's there, you don't want to sort of get a false positive. So I sort of defended him. I sort of defended Sun Yang a little bit there, and but the running joke, was that he was cheating and so forth. So Andrew Bogut got caught up in all this, and we'll just have a look. We'll look at the tweet that he actually tweeted out because I've got that here. Let's have a look. So I had a little bit of a look around what actually was occurring here. So let's do a bit of a zoom in on here a little bit, so we can read it a bit better. So basically, he was saying things like, where are we? So how Andrew Bogut's Sun Yang joke started a torrent of vile abuse. So he did a harmless joke on Twitter. Apparently, turned him into public enemy number one, and he actually lost. He lost. Actually, somebody in the Chinese audience. What does NMSL mean? Apparently, the acronym translates to something along the lines of "Your mother will die." So I'm not too sure what it actually translates to in Chinese and how it translates to English. But he's saying he had some sponsorship arrangements that have just sort of gone quiet. And the actual tweet was, this was back in July. It says, swimmers who medal versus Sun Yang should break the podiums with hammers. Okay, it's a little bit funny, but I can see why the Chinese get upset here because he's like a national hero, and they believe he's innocent. And I sit on the fence because I don't know what's going on there. But we should look at. There we go. So he was saying how he got booed. He's getting booed, but he's saying that the people he meets in face to face are quite nice. But look how big the guy is. As if you're gonna give him grief face to face. There's lots of keyboard warriors, but I doubt many people are going to give this guy grief face to face. He's a pretty imposing figure, but he says that one incident that happened was that somebody threw a bolt at him and just missed him. It hit his shoe, apparently. And then his jokes about Daryl Morey, the manager of the Houston Rockets, who's in hot water now for his post for supporting Hong Kong. What else did he got here? He goes, thanks. Just did a tweet. Thanks, Morey, for taking some of the NMSLs, which I'm not too sure what that translates to. I was flooded with. Enjoyed the next few weeks anytime you post anything. So then, actually, this is quite interesting too. The Hong Kong protesters showed their support for the Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey. So I'm not too sure what that is in Chinese, what that means. Somebody could probably inform me what that means. They seem to like using the anonymous masks, and they cover their faces quite a bit too because they don't want to be facially recognised. Holding up the 5, which means the 5 demands that they want. Now let's have a look, because I'm just curious, because it's been a while since I looked at the Sun Yang. So let's look up the Sun Yang testing, Yang drug test. That will probably come up with what actually happened. So Cass is still going to hear it. When's that going to be? Apparently, he could be banned from the Olympics if they don't find in his favour. Oh, here we go. Faces a lifetime ban. So I didn't realise that. Now let's see. I just want to get to the bottom of what actually happened. Yes, out of competition testing. So this is from the South China Morning Post. Come on, guys. I want to get to the bottom of this, because I know it was quite involved what actually happened. Maybe we'll just do why did Sun Yang smash files? That might come up with something. Come on, silly Apple site. Why did Sun Yang smash files? So I remember reading through it and thinking that's fair enough, because where is it? Somebody put do a link in the comments. Was this Sun Yang was egged on by his mum? Oh, that's from the Daily Mail. Take that with a grain of salt. Accused of smashing. Here we go. So this is Canada. Actually, I think it was. Where are we? Multiple. Let's have a quick look here. So yeah, so it's the thing. This is the timeline. Let's have a look. That doesn't really show there. But it's definitely they didn't. The testers turned up. They didn't have the right paperwork. So that's why I sort of went on his side, because it could just be who knows who was turning up. You got to have the right credentials, to be an official tester and everything. There we go. Former ASADA chief Richard Ings tells Ben Foreman he doesn't regard Sun Yang as a drug cheat, and that Mac Horton should hold fire. Well, that's what I was thinking at the time. I didn't like the way Sun Yang confronted the other guy and said that he was a winner and Duncan Scott was a loser and that sort of thing. I'm winning, yeah, that sort of thing. But when it came to what he did with the blood vials, I do support him. But I just wanted to get to the bottom of this. Oh, here we go. 10 Daily, they might have something. Here we go. I did read an article a while ago, and it really showed in great detail what actually happened. Here we go. 2018 blood test controversy. So 3 doping officials turned up at Sun's house for a routine out-of-competition blood test. Blood was taken by the blood collection assistant, BCA. However, Sun claims anomalies in the paperwork. So I'm not too sure what the anomalies were. If you've got more information, just write them in the comments below and we'll get to the bottom of this. So he contacted his coach and lawyer, which is fair enough, that's what I would have done too, who advised him not to let the officials take the blood vials, which is all cool. That's full on. Like, of course you wouldn't, if they didn't have the proper. Here we go. Only one of the officials had proper accreditation. Swimmers' governing body later admitted. So even the governing body is admitting. I don't even know why they're even going to do a hearing on this. I reckon he did the right thing. Sun contacted the. I'm no good at Chinese. Xizang, is it? Anti-doping centre for advice on how to dispose of the samples. Deciding he did not trust the officials, one of Sun's bodyguards smashed the vials with a hammer. So it wasn't even Sun Yang, it was one of the bodyguards apparently. Smashed the vials with a hammer. A panel from FINA investigating the incident found Sun had not committed an anti-doping violation. It's fair enough. So So he's, whoops, Cass. Let's put the video back on here. So Cass, that's the CAS, Court of Arbitration for Sport, is apparently investigating there. The report was critical of officials who had conducted the test and said the conduct of the doping control official was highly improper and extremely unprofessional. The report was also left with significant doubt whether the BCA was properly qualified to draw blood from an athlete, but called Sun's foolish for smashing them. Oh, what else is he going to do with them? You can't give them to the officials. You know, staking an entire athletic career on being correct when the issue is complex and contentious is a huge and foolish gamble. While FINA has accepted these findings, the World Anti-Doping Agency has not, and there is report is in the process of being appealed in the Court of Arbitration for Sport. So then you had silly Matt Horton, who was protesting. So there we go. So that was. I'm glad I found that because that's what I was looking for. Yeah. So it was the bodyguard that smashed the vials, and also, I think he did the right thing. You know, what do you do? What do you do in that situation if you get people turning up and only one of the three officials has accreditation and you're happy with it? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to set him up. I don't know. It could have been rival coaches or something. Send someone over there to tamper with the samples. But yeah, I support Sun Yang here. That was well, he was just in a bad position, wasn't he? What was he meant to do? What was he meant to do with those samples that he didn't want to submit? And even the FINA, the governing body for swimming, even said that he was correct in not giving the samples to the officials because it was just a schmozzle. So there we go, guys. So basically, Andrew Bogut just made a silly joke and got punished for it. He probably shouldn't have been viciously attacked like that. It's pretty full on. Just relax, guys. He did a silly thing. Just relax. Whoops. Let me get back here. And so that's all we've got to say on that. I think just give Andrew Bogut another chance. He didn't even get the story right. It wasn't Sun Yang that smashed the vials as his bodyguard, apparently. So, but it probably goes down to, remember back in which Olympics was it? I get confused which ones it was. And the Americans said that they were going to smash the Australians like a guitar. And when they won the gold medal, the Australians were playing the guitar because we actually beat the Americans in the relay, and that was quite funny. So. Come on, guys! All these Chinese trolls, just lay off Andrew Bogut. He was an NBA superstar. I thought you guys liked the NBA, so lay off him, let him go. Stop doing threats and mucking around and trying to get rid of all of his sponsorships and all that sort of thing. It's just silly. I think sometimes the Chinese just go over the top of their trolling and everything. Just relax, guys. Otherwise, nobody will want to deal with you, and then you won't have any NBA. You keep banning everyone. You ban the Houston Rockets. You ban PewDiePie. You ban South Park. You're going to be left on your own. You're going to be left with no entertainment at all. You just be homegrown entertainment. The West will be pulling out. They'll go, this is too much trouble. I don't care about the money. We're pulling out. Okay, guys. Leave your comments below. Keep the trolling to a minimum. I'll probably delete things that are too disgusting and stuff that just like last time there was some terrible troll remarks from you guys. So keep it nice, and I'll let all the comments go through. Otherwise, I'll be like the CCP. I'll be censoring all your comments, guys. Okay, cheers. See ya.